Hello guys, and I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope this year is treating you well, all things considered. Anyways, like last year, I'll be giving you my top Webtoon series that I've been reading. Let's get started. Batman needs a break. But with new vigilante Duke Thomas moving into Wayne Manor and an endless supply of adopted, fostered, and biological superhero children to manage, Bruce Wayne is going to have his hands full. Being a father can't be harder than being Batman, right? If you like the Bat family and slice of life stories, then you'll love this webtoon. At the time of writing this, the comics are still going on, so you have time to catch up. If you ever wanted to get into DC Comics or the character of Batman, this is a fun way to do it. If you're used to seeing a more serious Batman, then get ready for a more comedic, calming take on him and the rest of the gang. Overly rational, sociopathic even, Sean's unfeeling personality consistently drives people away from him. That is, until he wakes up after a night of heavy drinking in an escape room? Now he must use his unique mind and join hands with other players to survive sadistic games of life and death. The only way out is to escape. The facial expressions in this comic will creep you out. I have a love for horror, so even if this is disturbing, I can't put this comic down. It has me up all night reading it. If you like the Saw movies or Alice in Wonderland, then I think you'll enjoy this. I don't know how Sean and other characters do it, but with how much escape room type content I've watched, like Saw and Alice, you would think I will be good at deciphering puzzles. I would definitely not survive unless I have Sean with me. Navira Ellie Trovy was an empress, perfect in every way, intelligent, gorgeous, and socially adept. She was kind to her subjects and devoted to her husband. Navira was perfectly content to live the rest of her days as the wise empress of the Eastern Empire. That is, until her husband brought home a mistress and demanded a divorce. I accept this divorce, and I request an approval of my remarriage. In a shocking twist, Navira remarries another emperor and retains her title and childhood dream as empress. But just how did everything unfold? Oh my god! This comic makes me mad. Wrong choice of words. I hate specifically the character of Rashta, which the fans call Trashta. There's been a lot of characters I've hated in TV, movies, and comics, but she just might take the cake or be right up there. Navira is such a queen while also being a literal queen, and I am here for it. She takes so much BS from her husband, and Trashta is unbelievable. Who brings home a mistress and thinks it's okay? Anyways, you might get heated at times, but Prince Henry is such a cinnabon, and that makes up for it. Tammy has a crush on the adorable-looking neighbor next door, Tamoya. Her dream comes true when his sweet little dog brings them together. However, Tamoya holds a past that Tammy can tell he prefers not to share with her immediately. But as their feelings for each other become more serious, there's a side to Tamoya that Tammy notices a little odd. Where do I even begin with this? This is such a great romance story where you get to see and discover mental disorders. Tamoya is such a great boyfriend, and the traumas in his life amazes me how strong he is. Tammy is such a great girlfriend. She's kept in the dark at times, but she sticks around and is such a great person for Tamoya compared to Olivia. Olivia is trash and deserves everything coming to her. I can't stand her. Sanju seems like your typical average Joe working part-time at a convenience store. That is until you find out he lives with a human-eating monster. To keep the monster's appetite satisfied, he feeds the monsters humans who he deems to be the trash of the world. One day, a girl named Jiwon, who believes the monster to be a god, decides to move in with the two. With the police closing in on Sanju as the main suspect in the recent disappearances, how long will he be able to get away with this? This ish is creepy. I have nothing else to say. I don't know if you'll necessarily be scared, but it's definitely creepy. And Jiwon is such a freak. I don't like her. Watching Na's teaching techniques are pretty violent for someone who works in the Ministry of Education. That being said, when punishments don't seem to work, on even the worst of school bullies, there is no better man for the job. Sometimes you can't get a good education until those bullies are taught a lesson. The bullies get what they deserve, and it's amazing. I should say that I don't condemn violence of any kind, but you read it and tell me if justice is served. It's time for some honorable mentions. It's mine. This was on my list last year, so watch that video to hear more about it, but you're missing out if you haven't picked it up already. Shotgun Boy. This is a prequel to Sweet Home, and I'm here for it. This is another that'll creep you out, but if you love Sweet Home, then you'll enjoy Shotgun Boy. Hero Killer. This is a story I definitely can see animated, and the story and characters are so enjoyable. I love it. Midnight Poppyland. I haven't read much romance this year, but this is definitely a good read. Archie Comics, Big Ethel Energy. A different take on the Archie comic characters, and much needed if all you know is their take on Riverdale. Similar to Bat Family, a great slice of life story. Not Even Bones. Nita and Covette's relationship is perfect, after one's not trying to kill the other. This zany world is so amazing that I'm hooked with every chapter. That's my list, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope there are some series here that you'll check out, and let me know which you like or dislike. To add on, comment your suggestions down below, as us here in Genstar are always looking for a new read. Happy holidays and New Year's! I was your host, Jen, and we'll see you next time. Bye!